Behind every piece of art is a meaning, even if that meaning is nothingness. Music and art as a whole always has the intention of trying to communicate something from the mind of its creator to their audience. To do this effectively, songwriters often use both sonic and verbal tools to help the listener latch onto the song's central core ideas and meaning. Let's talk about creating a song's thesis. What's good, y'all? I'm Sel Wilson, vocal coach and owner of Keys for Life LLC, and today I really want to spend some time talking about creating a song's thesis. If you would like any individualized help with the concepts that we're talking about today, visit my website and get access to a free vocal consultation or for a free trial private lesson. On my website, you can also get access to 100% free resources that'll help you on your journey as a musician. So first and foremost, let's just unpack what a thesis even is. I'm sure many of you, of course, already remember that title from your 11th grade English class or wherever. But in the musical context, a thesis usually can be summed up within the title of a song. We usually also experience an idea described within the verses, or a repeated word or repeated phrase throughout the chorus. A really good example of this is the song Close by J. Cole. In the piece, he describes an unfortunate end of one of his closest friends. But to do so, he uses the word close and finds additional words that rhyme or sound similar to that word to move and progress the story along. This is both where the song's title and its thesis come from. Metaphorically, the uses of that word close starts to become a little bit looser as he progresses through the song, going from a very strict, close meaning of the word close to a kind of more informal or slightly varied definition of the term. Similarly, he is highlighting the similarities between that loose association with his friend. As time progressed, their lives took them on different journeys and they didn't quite have the same kind of circumstances. J. Cole depicts the familiarity between the two, describing their connection, its eventual dissolution, and how similar their lives could have been if things had gone differently. Now, with this in mind, I think it's important to always have a concrete idea that any listener can latch onto, whether they like the song or not. This allows any listener to describe a song to someone, spark conversations about the piece, and maybe even potentially get someone else to listen to the song. This is a core, central, foundational element of a lot of pop music and contemporary music as a whole. Writing your songs with a strong, understandable thesis can help give you clues and context to what kind of metaphors you might use, how you might implement wordplay, and which particular aspects of the conversation you're trying to unpack should be present in the piece. Essentially, you're creating a very small idea and then just expounding on it. You're breaking it down, you're allowing the song to kind of move and be shaped in ways that flesh out the concept that you're trying to get at, the central core idea of the song. But if your brain doesn't work like that and it doesn't like to have that high level of structure when it comes to your art, the opposite thing that you can do to help implement a thesis to your work is through the use of word vomiting. Now, what that typically looks like for me is writing down every single thought that comes to mind when I'm conceptualizing a song, everything that I think of, every kind of topic that may come up, anything that I may feel or think, or something that may be associated with the core idea that I'm trying to get at. Essentially just going into a flow state of mind and just letting everything come out in a stream of consciousness on paper. From there, I usually start to summarize each paragraph, trying to break it down into about 2 to 3 sentences. And after that, condensing down further, trying to get everything down to about one word, one phrase, one sentence. This is very similar to essentially reverse engineering an essay, where you are taking a big idea that you just haven't fully baked yet and just allowing all the information to be present on the page. The really awesome aspect of how this can be helpful is that the stream of consciousness that you've captured onto your page has every single phrase that you may even think of that can be directly implemented into your music. The words and the phrases and the concepts that kind of keep coming up and stick out to you most are for sure things that you absolutely want to put into your song. It's not only helpful to give you the opportunity to organize your thoughts, but it also gives you somewhat of a roadmap on how you should structure your song, what things you for sure need to implement, and even what kind of verbiage is indicative of your particular songwriting style. So next time that you're writing a song, maybe try using a thesis or maybe try word vomiting. So I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you need any assistance with any of the concepts that we talked about today, of course, feel free to visit my website. Again, there's free resources there. If you would like to write a song every single day for the next month, that kind of resource is free and available on my website. And if you need one-on-one individualized assistance, I do offer private lessons for voice, songwriting, and piano. However you would like to take your artistry to the next level, please feel free to do so. And as always, heal, forgive, love. Bye.